Oh, holy hell. Today has been a little insane. Hello, everybody. Let's just get this show started. We are going to talk about my favorite topic, and it's not dry at all. I swear it's not dry at all. We need to talk about YouTube. Daddy YouTube. Because it's not mommy YouTube anymore with the new CEO. Let's just get right into it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another stream. I can't believe I'm doing this. Thank you to the people that came out and supported the new upload. It's live on the channel, so you guys are more than welcome to watch it. We need to talk about YouTube in of itself. Thank you, Karma, for the 5 gifted. So recently, YouTube has been, what's the word I'm looking for? Schizophrenically destroying the YouTube ecosystem somehow. After Mommy Susan decided to pack it up and leave. But hey, you know what? Like, fuck me, right? So, this is the thing. We're going to go over a bunch of creators that you probably don't like. I'm gonna be upfront with you. You might not like, you might find cringe, you might hate, you might love. But there has been a excess of situations that have started from Shot from the Point that I've noticed with Tommy C to Augie, to Brittany Venti, to Nux Taku, to Linus Tech Tips, fucking, there's Aiden Projects, there's a bunch of random different channels. And even though I might not like these people that I might be listing, or some people in this list I do not like, I will be referencing back to their situations because we really need to have a conversation about this. And I understand I'm a small channel. I really have no right to step in and talk on behalf of larger channels. But I've noticed some of the things that they are talking about, and I've just kind of like tried to deal with it behind the scenes a little bit. But that's something that we can have a discussion about towards the end. I want to talk about this specific instance right now. So let's get started on the first one. So the first one is from Shot from the Point, Tommy C. Tommy C's been on the platform for a very long time. I take a lot of inspiration from Tommy. I've watched Tommy for a very long time. I know a lot of people who watch Tommy also watch me. So you are aware of the situation with Tommy. He got a strike. No, he's not even going to be able to use his outro music anymore, and his show was canceled a few days ago. Now, this was back on March 13th. He's all clear now. He's doing live streams. He's changed everything. He seems to be in okay spirits. You know what I mean? He's got to change he's changing his content for what he thinks is the better, and I'm excited for him. But regardless, I don't want to leave him out of this because this is how the domino effect, in my opinion, started.
What's up, everybody? Look, I got some bad news. We have another strike. That's 2 in the last 2 weeks. 3 in the last 3 months, and they all got rejected. I worked with YouTube privately. They got them. They all eventually got spit out, but that's not after like every single one of my appeals was rejected. When I get it to YouTube directly through Team YouTube, they tend to remove it. It's a PUBG stream from 5 years ago,
which is a little insane to me because I hear 2 different things on YouTube, right? I hear, and a large creator can correct me if I'm wrong if they're in the chat, that over a period of time, you could still technically have videos that would be considered against TOS now that those videos no longer correlate to. So, like, let's say they make a TOS change today and they say you can't curse at all in the beginning of the videos. If it's over, like, 2 to 5 years, that video should be left alone. At minimum, it's like an age restriction, but the video wouldn't be striked in of itself. So this is an issue where Tommy did a live stream or a game stream 5 fucking years ago, and YouTube decided to go out of their way, or whoever third party, to report it to YouTube. YouTube struck the video down. I keep hearing different things about it all the time. Like, literally every single time that I hear about the TOS system and how videos are determined to be striked from the past all the way up to now always changes based on what creator you ask. But they all come to the same consensus. After a period of years, usually the videos are left alone. But that doesn't seem to be the case because, again, there's another situation with Colossal is crazy, hasn't uploaded in God knows how fucking long. And some of his shit's been struck down. Some of his videos are gone.
Really went through a bit of it. It's mostly me whining about losing. I don't think I attack minorities out of nowhere in this stream. I think the channel's under attack. The other bad news,
which is insane to me, that the videos that are determined saying that it's based on hate speech, which Doc on the Radio also got hit for hate speech on a video game stream as well. Hate speech is determined if it is targeted against a specific group of people and used in that sense to try and harm the other individual based on race, ethnicity, anything that, immutable factors about them that they can't change. How is saying a bunch of random stuff in a game, or like getting raging at a game, or a conversation about stupid shit turned into hate speech? That is the issue with the bot. YouTube has always had issues with the bots, and it has proceeded to get worse as it's led on. And now that Susan's gone, I don't know what's happening. It seems like there's just a wave of crazy shit going on, and we'll get through the rest of it.
Although this may have been resolved, we may not be able to use Real Talk song anymore because it's getting auto-claimed. And I'm kind of working with the person that's claiming it. And I don't know, because when Real Talk stuff was being claimed that was out of his control, I don't know if it's out of this person's control either. If that continues, whether he can get a hold of it or not, if he can't get a hold of it, I'm going to have to pull the song.
Which is insane, because Tommy's used that song for years. He has full permission to use that song. And now somebody is abusing the system. Tommy has told the YouTube that somebody is abusing the system. One of the people that worked with the guy who wrote Real Talk has been working with people to stop the false claiming, but YouTube still allows it to happen. There are some things that need to be overhauled. Now, you can argue the fair use situation. You could argue that they're a safe harbor website, so they're not going to change anything. But they did make a change. They made a change a few years ago, right? Well, not even a few years ago. It was like a short while ago. Hold on. Oh, no. What the fuck just happened? What is it? They made a change a few months ago where, thank you for the 5 gifted soul, where they determined to lower down what's the word I'm looking for? To lower down the time frame that somebody is allowed to copyright strike somebody. So instead of 30 days, it's been leveled down to 7 days, which is a good position. It's a good way to go. If somebody strikes you, you have 7 days instead of waiting 30 to file an appeal. But that's not enough to stop people from doing false claims, whether that's copyright infringement, whether that's trying to silence a creator through copyright strikes, whether it's just false claims to collect ad revenue through bullshit. Another example is I Show Speed. I Show Speed got caught using a fake company called Thumb Media to copyright claim every video that was made about him with any of his content in it whatsoever, regardless of fair use. But Speed's gotten off scot-free. No problem.
News is, first claim has been, they gave it back to me. They didn't follow through with the claim, so that's a good sign. And but yeah, if it's gonna get auto-cleared every time I play it, obviously I gotta do something about it.
Which is a shame. He's had that song for years.
Start the week. What can I tell you?
So Tommy has resumed streaming. Everything's back to semi-normal. He's saying it's the last season of Shot from the Point. Whatever he's got to do, he's got to do. I think his changing content is going to be, based on what he wants, which is good. At the end of the day, Tommy doing what he wants to do is what every creator wants to do, right? And that's the point of this stream, is to kind of like, it sounds kind of gay saying this, right? It's kind of like a PSA to anybody who's willing to listen. I don't care if there's 20 people in the stream to 1,000 people in the stream, right? If you are going to make content nowadays, this is an issue more than ever. It seems like YouTube has gone downhill when it comes to moderation, strikes, everything. I'm not trying to do the whole doom and gloom posting thing. I think there's a lot of benefits to YouTube now. YouTube Shorts, YouTube streaming. They are changing up the copyrights tool a little bit. Those are all good things in the right direction, but it's not enough to stop bullshit like this from continuing. Another example of YouTube's bot going out of their fucking way to fuck someone over is Augie. Now, this happened back on March 19th of 2023. He writes, breaking our Adam 22 investigation was flagged. We went over everything. Adam blogs posts, his response, statements, articles. but there was never any harassment. We were fair. And I saw that video. It was a fair video. It was talking about all the information that's already readily out there. And they weren't going out of their way to call Adam anything malicious whatsoever. And the thing is, and this is the wild part, let's see here. Let's pull this up. Tom Dark did an Adam 22 video. He's perfectly fine. No strikes, no nothing, no warnings. Everything's where it needs to be. But for some reason, Augie gets hit for harassment and even verifies that it's good. Right here, he got the strike for harassment and cyberbullying. Content that contains targeted harassment or malicious insults such as racial slurs. There was no racial slurs in that video, YouTube. And the fact, and I saw Augie's live stream. I'm sorry, Augie, I'm not going on fucking Kick to review it. But Augie was talking about how viewership has gone down significantly since the strike. And I kind of know what he's talking about, because when I got my warning, I'm not saying my channel is on the level of Augie's whatsoever. I noticed a gradual dip in viewership. Now, am I saying I'm a better creator? Did I make good content? All those things he makes you think. But what we're going to go over makes me think differently in regard to the Nux Taku situation, because and Augie, I'm pretty sure, even posted his analytics, if I remember correctly. Where is it? Right here. Great update since our strike. All of our videos have been taken out of recommended, and new video momentum is totally fucked. We will keep posting anyways. Just very annoying that this happened at the time, and we're rising up for no reason. We have to rebuild. So this is the thing. Once a strike happens on your channel, it's been kind of known, right, that for a short period of time, now, you depending on the creator that you asked, I've been told it's a month, other people say 3 months, it really depends, that YouTube puts you on like a quote-unquote probationary period, but they'll never call it that. But they also say that they don't engage in any form of shadow banning whatsoever. The analytics here are showing a healthy channel for Augie, and then the strike happened. Right there. Drops down. Performance ranking drops from about, I think it was like 13,000 views from the last upload to 407 views. Now, that is ridiculous that there is that much of a difference between a perfectly healthy channel and a channel with just a warning. It completely kills all momentum in the recommended. That's not just the one video, chat. That's not just Augie's video that was up. That's his whole channel analytics across the board for 48 hours. It just sunk. It fucking dropped like a fucking rock. It dropped like a baby that was left in at a fucking clinic. There is no way that YouTube says they don't engage in shadow banning, but do stuff like this. And then I also saw that Augie and Nick and a few other people were kind of like arguing the semantics of it, where it's like, there's no way 95% of, 95% isn't watching the videos or something. There's no way that they would do like a form of shadow banning. I'm trying, if I'm butchering the words, apologies to the conversation and Augie and Nick if I'm fucking it up. But I remember the specific point that Augie said 95% of the views were coming from the subscribers, not pushed through recommended, which is what you want. You want recommended to get more viewership outside of your own viewership. You could be happy with the people that you have, right? Like, I'm happy that I have the community that I do. It's a small community, but I'm proud of it. But for people that are above the 10K to 100K to 2 million to anything like that, that's detrimental to a channel. It fucks them up. It fucks them up, in my opinion, worse than a small channel. Like, sure, you can grind yourself out of it and get lucky, but larger channels are established. They have a long history of videos that get not only back pay and CPM, where if you rewatch someone's old videos, they still get monetization for it for replayability. And if a channel has this low across the board because of one infraction, that destroys all the replayability on a channel. So let's say somebody like fucking Markiplier gets like a community guidelines strike and they don't overturn it. all of his videos he's made over the years may also see this as well, for whether that's a short period of time or eternity, however you want to interpret it. But luckily, Augie overturned the strike. Unfortunately, Augie also got another strike on his VOD that he was going to upload to Neo Augie. So that's just a load of fun. In all of his years, he's never had a strike on Neo Augie, from what I understand, and it's a fucking nightmare. Then we have another situation. Now that we've gotten past, like, bullshit copy claims for revenue and striking, right? Bullshit. Let's talk about a channel that completely got fucking nuked off the platform. Completely nuked off the platform. Brittany Venti. Now, love or hate Brittany Venti, this is ridiculous that somebody was removed from the platform because of false flagging. So this person named Silly Poo, I have no idea who the relation is to this person. I think that's Brittany Venti, if I'm being real. Our friend Brittany Venti has had her YouTube channel deleted for making anti-predator content. She has also inexplicably been banned from Twitter for months now and is unable to reach out to Team YouTube herself. Free Brittany Venti. So this happened on March 23rd, 2 days ago. Brittany Venti, we have removed your channel from YouTube. Hi, Brittany. We have received your content and found severe and repeated violations of our community guidelines. Because of this, we remove your channel from YouTube. Brittany Venti is like a large, I guess you can call it like a political channel, a little bit more like right-leaning from what I remember, but I don't know. People have like different interpretations of Brittany Venti, but she was a very large YouTube channel. That's all you got to really know. And she made some content going after people that were predators or suspected predators or issues on the platform or around the world, which other channels do that. Examples are like Mama Max, who literally goes out and hunts pedophiles all across the United States, right? But for some reason, Brittany Venti gets hit, and she's considered more problematic, a little controversial on the platform, little controversial. And according to what I understand is that some people started flagging her channel because of the content that she made that they didn't like. And YouTube decided to completely nuke her off the platform without any sort of repercussions. I mean, any sort of recourse whatsoever. She got fucked. Let's see here. Please nicely tag and tweet at Team YouTube to reinstate my account. I'm still locked out of Twitter. So she's basically fucked from reaching out to Team YouTube to get her channel actually looked at. Even though she most likely... Now, I don't know Brittany. I would assume she has a partner manager. But what I've learned from larger creators is not everybody gets a partner manager. Not everybody gets somebody that's able to investigate and look deep into the issues that their channels are having. Whether that's false copyright claims, whether that's false, false copyright claims, false DMCA claims, false copyright strikes, outward accidental channel termination, a bot demonetization on the whole channel because they fucked up somewhere. These content managers are not as powerful as the viewer knows. The viewers don't know that these content managers are not as inclined and as powerful as people would make them out to be. Can you also make sure you guys like the stream so we can move it up a little bit, but we're good for now. I don't know how we have 78 people, but only 28 likes. What the fuck? But the situation being is that Brittany Venti got nuked off the platform. And again, not a lot of these content creators that have partner managers actually have the pull that the viewer and smaller channels think that they do. Look at the situation with Actman. Actman's channel was entirely demonetized due to satirical tweets at Team YouTube. We all know the story, right? He made satirical tweets. I've condemned him for that. He looked like a fucking idiot doing that. And the thing he said to Tommy was also really stupid. But at the end of the day, his video, The Dark Age of YouTube, was striked for sexual harassment and sexual content or whatever the fuck. I think it was sexual content. Yeah. It got struck for sexual content because there was a cucumber in the video, or at least that is what the Actman thought it was. YouTube, he fought with YouTube. His partner manager fought with YouTube. They refused to give any information. And then they proceeded to argue with the Ackman for days until they demonetized his entire channel. And actually, just completely killed his analytics for like a solid month. Like, he's showing here more or less like what limited ads do to your video, right? So let's see here. So there's a healthy video, typical, like, I guess, typical performance. Let's go over what he thinks the limited ad does. Because this is another thing. Limited ads also fuck people over. But there's also specific instances of the Ackman getting screwed over after the situation with Quantum.
With shit getting demonetized, if the video wasn't, if its momentum wasn't killed afterwards, right? Let's zoom in on the stats here. The first 4 hours this was posted, and then it was demonetized at around hour 2 or 3. And so when videos do really well in the first couple hours like that, they keep that momentum, at least for a day or two. It doesn't slow down like this fast, you know? And now it's getting 3,000 views an hour. It's still doing really good, but this video should have done a lot better. That's my point.
It's based on the analytics. Now, some people are going to sit back and go, well, Chris, maybe it wasn't that engaging of a video. The thing is that not a lot of people understand, especially the viewers, and we're going to get a little fucking technical, is that when there is a limited ad or a demonetization or an age restriction on the video, it essentially just brings it way under what it's supposed to be in the algorithm. Now, YouTube always states, we don't shadow ban. We don't shadow ban. There's no evidence of shadow banning ever on the platform. I kind of think it's bullshit. I kind of think them saying, well, it's just shadow banning isn't a thing. Shadow banning isn't a thing. I think it's bullshit. Because if you look at the Ackman situation, and then you're going to look at this situation, Nux Taku. Now, Nux Taku is a 2.21 million subscribed channel. He is well known across the platform. Turkey Tom's done videos on him before. He is a VTuber, but not like the ooh-woo VTuber kind of person. He's a little bit edgy. He covers VTuber situations. He does VTuber collabs. He covers like semi-edgy topics. But he doesn't do anything that I've watched him for a while. He doesn't do anything that would really necessarily warrant pissing off YouTube. So he has been arguing with YouTube for months. I've seen his timeline. It's been months he's been arguing with them on viewership, age restrictions, demonetizations on his channel, his video's not performing well. And again, there's an argument to say maybe the video just wasn't that engaging. But Nux kind of pulled the wool over their eyes and played a game on them. And he kind of showed something that's a little interesting. I'm going to let the video play out for you guys, just so you understand what I'm trying to get at here, from the Ackman video to the Tommy C to the Augie RFC algorithm changes. Let's take a look at that.
Never thought I'd see the day that I'd make a title like this and it wouldn't be clickbait. I've had a rough time of it lately. You know, content creation, the thing that I love more than almost anything. The good news is you don't have to hang your hats on hooks and hang up your coats, packing up and leave yet, because there is some great news and some sad news. It's more of a mixed turmoil bag of emotions than I even felt when someone told me that they had this hilarious scene of some dude peeping on his mom in the shower, and I thought it would be hentai, but it was just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. As I said, mixed bag of emotions. YouTube lied to me privately and also lies to everyone publicly. I want to prove that a little bit in this video.
Which I have seen him arguing with YouTube. You can scroll through his Twitter account. He has been arguing with them for God knows how fucking long at this point. I'm pretty sure it's been multiple months. Age restrictions, demonetizations, removing from the algorithm. There's multiple ways that YouTube kind of like fuck things over for Nux. But he's going to show you, in his words, proof of that situation.
And I want to talk about why this might be my last year of content creation on Nux Taku, as we understand it right now. First, the whole proving YouTube lies thing. YouTube claims shadow banning does not exist.
Now, that's actually an important thing that we need to cover right here. I covered this a while back with Corey Kenshin. Now, Corey Kenshin showed that every time that he gets to #1 on trending for YouTube, and he makes the same content as Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, two of the golden boys of YouTube, on top of that with PewDiePie, and, well, YouTube hates PewDiePie, and Mr. Beast, right? Let's go with Mr. Beast. As much as I love PewDiePie, I gotta stop using him as a reference for the top YouTuber. He makes the same content as Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, played the same exact game as Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and even showed the same exact thing in his video that Markiplier and Jacksepticeye did. The difference is that Corey got struck with an age restriction. For the same exact thing Jacksepticeye and Markiplier did. On top of that, once Corey provided that to the YouTube team, they released the age restriction, looked at it again, the bot, I assume the bot, or a manual review, after his manager got it cleared, they age restricted the video and hit him again. Because the bot, or whoever is at YouTube, fucked up. Then, when he provided the proof again, they decided to age restrict Markiplier and Jacksepticeye for that. There are inconsistencies across the board on this platform when it comes to age restrictions, monetization, copyright strikes, claims, algorithm changes. Everything is a fucking mess. This happened 5 fucking months ago. And YouTube has done nothing to even remotely look into it. Corey's fan base is what pushes his videos to #1 on trending. And recommendation on top of that. Corey is a huge channel. I think he has over 10 million fucking subs. And he's dealing with issues that people that have 1 million and under subs have to deal with, which is insane.
Shadow banning does not exist. They do it time and time again. Whenever I mention it, even like I close to hint that there's some sort of shadow banning publicly on Twitter, they will DM me saying, well, actually, there is no evidence to shadow banning. If you want to send us your information, we can take a look at it. We'll have a professional look at it. And then they, make believe they're looking at it. And then they'll give me a response that's less based in reality than saying that My Hero Academia isn't falling off. So my analytics behind the scenes on my main channel, Taku, is very, very weird to say the least. At a channel my size, it does not make sense that 95% of...
Look at that. Remember when I stated before that Augie said 95% of the viewership came from the subscribers, but not from recommended or not subscribed, which is what you need to get pushed up and to gain an audience and to gain more viewership outside of your established audience? Do you remember when I said that? There was an argument on After Hours where I forgot who started it. Augie said 95%. I think Nick argued that's not really the case, or I think Willie may have argued it somewhere. I don't remember who did it, but Augie was adamant. It was like 95%, 95%, 95%, and everyone was like, that's fucking crazy. Bo Black's kind of like backed him up on it, but there was like no direct evidence of another channel that has dealt with that. And now, after all these days, Augie is vindicated because this shows this. Eventually, one another and YouTube will not kill their platform. That's the argument I'm trying to make. This platform should not be killed. This platform should not go anywhere. It should not. The reason I'm going to make that argument is because this platform is so well suited to content creation. If they destroy it, there's nowhere else to go. Where are you going to go? Odyssey? Who the fuck watches Odyssey? Storyfire? Yeah, Storyfire and their Blaze system was fucking great when it started. It's amazing now. Then you have Rumble. Bot Central. Who gives a shit about Rumble? Other than Sneeko fanatics and people that get banned from YouTube. Then you have Kick, the competitor to Twitch and YouTube streaming. Kick, in my opinion, for me, gives off what the fuck was it called? Mixer vibes. It's giving me Mixer vibes. Mixer failed miserably. And it looks like Kick might be going in that direction eventually. Again, don't quote me on that because I don't know. It's a gut feeling I'm having. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll own up to it and I'll eat some crow. Then you have Twitch. Do I need to say more about Twitch? Do I need to say more about Twitch? No? Okay, perfect. We don't need to have a full-blown conversation why Twitch sucks ass for content creators.
Of your views are coming from subscribers. That means my videos are only being pushed to 5% of the people that actually click on them. And subscribers themselves constantly claim that they're being unsubbed to me, as well as the fact that, well, they're not getting notified for my videos. They don't see them on.
Which happens a lot to channels that are considered problematic or channels that YouTube necessarily may or may not like. There is a thing where people will say, I got unsubbed to your channel for some reason. I've been watching you for years. I got a random unsub. I haven't received a notification. I have people that tell me sometimes, it's very rare for me because I'm a small channel, that they don't get my notifications. I've told Gara the Rage, friend of the channel, 3,000 subs, I'm like, hey, I don't even get your notifications. I don't see notifications for after hours. I don't see notifications if Nick goes live on YouTube. I don't see if Boblax goes live. I don't see if fucking Ludwig goes live. I don't see if Critical. It did go live on YouTube. I don't even see notifications for Critical. I have notifications on for all the channels that I want to watch, and I don't get any of them. I don't get any notifications from any of those channels. And Critical is like, right now, outside of Mr. Beast, is like respected at YouTube. And he's not even getting notifications pushed. I tested this with Mr. Beast. I haven't gotten a notification for Mr. Beast. I didn't get a notification for Mr. fucking Beast. That should show you how broken a simple thing like a fucking notification is on YouTube. It's such small things that are an issue on YouTube that can be fixed. It can be fixed. It can't be this fucking difficult to make sure that notifications work. That when a channel gets a warning, it shouldn't kill their placement in the algorithm for a whole month for the video that for videos that don't matter to the one that you struck. That's the issue that people are facing here. Nux has been YouTube's, he has pissed off YouTube more times than I can count, but not in a TOS sense. Nux is just a guy that YouTube doesn't fuck with.
On their browse page. Now, I don't want to get into the conspiracy theory shiz as to why YouTube decided to shelf me. I don't know. Maybe it's the edgy stuff, the hentai stuff, the drama I've been into. Who knows? The point is, this is unhealthy. And when I spoke to someone at YouTube about it, I had them actually look at my channel stats, and their response was, well, maybe your videos just aren't appealing. I don't know. Maybe they just don't appeal to anyone.
But like, imagine that. Imagine being told, you're like, hey, there's some weird shit going on. Like, this has been happening for multiple months. It's not just like one thing, right? And YouTube comes back and goes, well, maybe your content's just not good. Maybe nobody wants to watch it. There could be an argument there. Maybe it's just a bad video and it performs poorly. Happens all the fucking time. But when there are consistent metrics showing only 95% of your subscriber base is watching it and only 5% are being recommended consistently, there's an issue. But Nux is about to show you why that's bullshit.
I'm like, what? So then I decided to make a little bit of a test. I took a video that I uploaded on the main channel that has that 95% views from subscribers ratio. It was my collab with Chibi Doki, where we went down the furry rabbit hole. I spent a lot of time crafting the ultimate rabbit hole to take her down, to see all the degeneracy and furry shiz on the internet that I thought wouldn't get demonetized by YouTube. Now, the video's not demonetized. It's completely acceptable. YouTube saying there's nothing wrong with the video. They even checked it manually. I posted the video. It did terribly, okay? Like,
so the video was cleared, right? Completely cleared. No demonetization, no issues, zero issues in the video. Completely greenlit. The video performed poorly on the main Nux Taku channel. Let's see what happens next.
Like, really, really bad, despite the fact that everything's fine. The click-through rate's good, the watch time's good, all the stats behind the scenes on the video are good, and I was like, you know what? Let's test this. So I uploaded the same exact video on Nuxanor, my second channel, which has less than a third of the subscribers of my main channel. It has more views from that one, because people were like, oh, this is a good video, and YouTube actually promoted it somewhat.
The same exact video that was uploaded to the main channel that YouTube doesn't like, and they are aware of, that they don't like, got less views than him uploading on a second channel that has a third of the subscriber base with a healthier ratio. This is the ratio that you should technically be at. on average, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit more on the not subscribed area. But that's the ratio. That's a healthy ratio. Notice the ratio before. Let me scroll it back. That is on average on his main YouTube channel. His main YouTube channel with 2 million subscribers. Are you starting to get it, chat? Are you starting to understand why this is bullshit? Why I wanted to talk about this today? Because it's insane to me that a video on one channel will perform terribly if you re-upload that video to another channel that YouTube doesn't even like pay attention to, gets a healthy ratio. And YouTube promotes it. But they don't shadow ban. They don't shadow ban channels, guys. They don't shadow ban channels at all. They don't shadow ban. They don't do it. They don't shadow ban.
Much healthier ratio. It's 50% subscribers to non-subscribers. So, well, obviously it got recommended more. It has more than 30% more views on a channel that's less than 30% the size. Not only that, but the click-through rate on the first day and the watch time on the first day were bad because people already saw it on the main channel, so they didn't want to click on it on some other smaller knockoff channel. Despite the worst stats, it did better on the second channel. I spoke to a lot of YouTubers and I showed these stats to a lot of YouTubers. Everyone says it makes no sense because it makes no sense. And
it literally doesn't. It literally doesn't. So my analytics fall where Nux's analytics fell, right? That's where my analytics came from. Is the same as the second channel that Nux has. That's usually my analytics, right? An example is like the Quite video, the Quite stream that we did. That was 99% not subscribed people. The majority of the chat was not subscribed. Makes sense. There were 600 people. On average, I do not get 600 people. On average, it's about like 100 to 150, which is really healthy for a channel like my size for live streaming. But the problem, and this is the meat and potatoes, kids, is that a video like that is amazing. You feel good about it. You get the viewership, green lights it, everything. But the overall channel analytics does not necessarily change. Then on top of that, you have situations like this where hypothetically, let's say I re-uploaded the Quite live stream and I didn't have a strike on my channel and YouTube thought it was a brand new video, I might get double the viewership. Maybe. I don't know. But it's crazy to me that a video that is the exact same on one channel will perform shittier than a channel that YouTube isn't that well informed on. That's the issue I'm seeing here.
my channel is clearly shadow banned. If you've noticed, I've been putting a lot of love into my second channel lately. I've been going back to making the anime analyses and some really high quality stuff. I did a video that took me hours and hours ranking every episode of Rick and Morty, proving that it didn't fall off as much as people say it did. I put a lot of time, love, and effort into that second channel, and I urge you all to subscribe to it because I've been posting like 12 videos a week on there. Like half are stream highlights and the other half are actual scripted analysis or discussion type videos. Now, the main channel, I'm going to keep doing my collabs. I have some other future events.
Which is good that Nux is going to continue on. But some people will argue that's because you're out of the algorithm. And his video performed better on the second channel outside of the algorithm. I mean, performed on the second channel because it was in the algorithm versus the main channel, which is not shadow banned. Not shadow banned, right? So I made a post. Where is it? Up. I made a post talking about the Nux Taku thing and all of the topics we've talked so far, right? YouTube has been uneasy for multiple creators, not just commentary now. Even Nux Taku has been having issues, same as Mori, who we will be going over soon, Augie RFC, Tommy C, and multiple other channels. YouTube needs to be better. The platform itself needs to be better, not ruin the people on the platform. So right here, we're going to skip into the Mori part. So right here, another 2 million sub channels under threat of termination for no explanation as well. Updates on what YouTube told them will come soon. Now, there is an update to that. We will go over it. So Mori posted this on March 23rd. I'm genuinely tired of fighting at Team YouTube. I'm demoralized, numb, and exhausted. Hopefully these appeals work and the strikes are removed, but it isn't. If it isn't, I wouldn't be surprised. So typical, YouTube comes popping in and goes, if you've already submitted an appeal, we recommend waiting for an update from our stream. We will not be able to remove the strike without resolving that first. I fucking hate the Team YouTube Twitter account. YouTube is aware of Mori and the fact that they are struggling to get this done. And the automated bot just goes, well, we know, but we're kind of like working on it still. Fucking assholes. Let's continue on with the Mori stuff. So I can't show any of the clips. I can't show it because I don't want to get striked either, because YouTube apparently fucking hates this clip a lot for some ungodly reason. So he actually has been arguing with YouTube for a while and has been DMing YouTube for a while and finally got an answer back from YouTube partner support. Let's read this over real quick. Now, I want to let you know what he was striked for before we get into it. It was a video it was a clip of something from from Insider. I believe it was a fight between two kids or something like that. And he got banned because of the metadata from that video. Twice. He got striked twice. He got struck on the first time. Then he re-uploaded talking about the situation, right? When he re-uploaded talking about the situation, he blurred out everything. Everything. He left the audio in so that you get an idea, but also built context as to what the audio is and explained that it might not be for everybody, doing the due diligence necessary that YouTube is looking for. And they still struck him for that second video because of the metadata. Let's read over what the YouTube partner rep said. Hello, my name is Emma, and I'm reaching out on behalf of the community outreach team to provide more information regarding the recent actions taken on your channels, Mori and Mori Clips. Whoa. Why is my computer doing shit? Let's see here. With the latest strike you received on your channels in mind, I would like to reiterate our community guidelines and specifically our circumvention policies and penalties applicable when these policies are violated. Channel Mori, on February 22nd, 2023, you received a first strike on your channel, Mori, for violating our community guidelines in your video, Adriana. Specifically, the video violated our child safety policies as it depicted a fight or bullying featuring kids at 2:23 without sufficient EDSA context, which means context explaining what's going on and that it might not be for everyone, kind of like a viewer discretion is advised sort of thing that they're looking for, right? You know, typical YouTube shit. Hello everybody, welcome to the chat. I know we're a little bit earlier than normal. Let's see here. In the metadata of the video, I can confirm that this video was correctly removed and the strike will remain on your channel. So after days of arguing with them, close to over a month, they just say, go fuck yourself, even though he did all the things that was necessary. In your appeal, you mentioned 6 videos on other channels featuring the same clip. We have reviewed the videos and age restricted them as they contain the EDSA context. So not only did they remove that video and strike them after this individual did everything that they could to actually make sure that their video is well within the guidelines and arguing with YouTube about it. According to YouTube, they reviewed the videos and fucking age restricted 6 videos across multiple channels. His channel is not an issue. It's pretty fucking tame. It's not a controversial channel, YouTube. Upon the review of your video, I've been at war with YouTube, which was his response to YouTube removing the video. We found that your content didn't follow the community guidelines. Specifically, the video violated our child safety policy as depicted of harmful or dangerous act involving a minor at timestamp 8/21. In addition, your video, This Needs to Stop, uploaded today, contained audio of minors fighting at 2:22, which is also volatile, which also violates the child safety policy. Both videos did not contain sufficient EDSA context in their metadata And this is why these videos were removed, and you have received a second strike on your channel, Mori. So they struck him for audio, even though they actually did the due diligence necessary to inform everybody and to censor it this time. God fucking damn it. So right here, response from Team YouTube creators. They claim both my videos were taken down for insufficient EDSA context, which couldn't be further from the truth. So this is Mori's response. Respectfully, the fact that my content was removed again for not having enough sufficient ESDA context must be a mistake. I provided more ESDA context than Inside Edition. Now, if you don't know what the fuck Inside Edition is, let's pull up Inside Edition. Inside Edition is a semi-news source that's considered good on the platform. YouTube greenlights it too. Hold on, let me pull up Inside Edition. Oh, let's pull up Inside. Oh, 11 million subscribers, ads, everything's looking good. Mainstream media. He used a clip from the mainstream media. I assume that this video is still up on the channel. I haven't found it yet. But Inside Edition is mainstream media. Where is it? Fucking Mori used a clip from something that is already okay on YouTube with what they determined to be mainstream media and struck him for it. Twice. And then age-restricted multiple videos across multiple different channels. 10 out of 10, bro. Let's see here. And provided more info than them while still keeping my footage censored, while they did not. So according to Mori, he censored the information compared to Inside Edition that didn't censor the thing that YouTube is mad about. How? How is that the conversation that we're having here right now? How is this the conversation in general? If Inside Edition doesn't censor it, that's on Inside Edition, and they should be held to the same bullshit that Mori's going through. But the thing is that Mori did something that Inside Edition didn't. Censored it, according to Mori. And YouTube still said, fuck you. I provided more than enough info about the story, disclaimers about my condemnation, about bullying, audibly and in text on the screen, info surrounding the victim's statements from the family, location of the incident, adults, parents involved, statements from the district, principal, etc. So I failed to understand how this is not sufficient ESDA context. My goal was to spread awareness about a tragic bullying incident in a literal anti-bullying video. The thing that YouTube has a problem with, bullying and harassment. This guy made a video talking about how bullying is bad, and YouTube fucked him. Are you not seeing the craziness that is going on throughout this live stream so far? You have not actually shadow banning, false strike from the bot for Augie, Tommy getting hit for a video 5 years ago, which ruins his opportunity to put food on the table for his fucking family. The Act Man, his videos having issues anytime now that the strike's on there, is killing his viewership with limited ads twice as hard as they've always been, especially right after a demonetization. You have Nux, who has 2 million subscribers, larger than the Act Man, who doesn't do like crazy fucking content and like borderline on semi-edgy shit, but can upload a video on his main channel, get fucked on his main channel, and then upload the video on a second channel that YouTube doesn't have a problem with and get double the viewership with a healthier ratio. Do you not see this? Do you not see the situation that I'm trying to portray to you people? Barone. One of my friends got false striked and their channel went from getting views to getting little to no views. Exactly. Another conversation right there. This is not like this is not me like with a conspiracy fucking tinfoil hat on. I'm not getting a tinfoil hat on and screaming like Alex Jones from the rooftops. YouTube is doing this. YouTube is this. No. There is a systemic issue that goes across all parts of the platform, whether that's commentary, video games, fucking family channels, you got fucking VTuber channels, you got anime channels, everything on YouTube all goes back to one thing. If they don't like you, they don't fuck with you. That is point blank, period. People have to start over all over again or shift content away from what they really want to do and enjoy. That is absolutely out of control. And the new CEO, after I watched his little interview, which is a members only stream, I do not trust this new CEO. I don't. I really don't. After I've seen his interviews, I've read his article that just came out in the Creator Studio, which if you're a creator, you should definitely read that. I am not super hopeful for what this guy is going to bring. I think things are going to escalate more than de-escalate. Because in the article, he'll say, oh, well, we're going to reach out to more creators. My argument to the new CEO, and this is my challenge to you. I know you're never going to fucking see this. This is my challenge to you. Reach out to the creators that you think are a problem. Like you think Nux is a problem. You think fucking like examples like Tommy or fucking Augie. I'm just using them as references. Compared to like Nux, Tommy and Augie and the commentary community doesn't fucking matter, or like Mori, right? Like million sub channels. Reach out to these people. Figure out why they make the content that they do and why YouTube is YouTube, because people want to upload what they want. Stop going to Ethan Klein like what Susan did. Don't go to fucking James Charles. Don't go to the people that you sit there and go, well, this guy's perfect. Okay, good. You have a bar for what you're looking for. Now look at the things underneath that bar. See what makes each creator make the content that they do, right? Actually talk to these people, the new CEO. If you want to talk to actual creators, talk to the ones that you're fucking over. Talk to the ones that make content that you might not deem super good. But if they're not breaking the TOS, why is there issues with low viewership, strikes, and all of this bullshit in general? I'm going to say it, and I hate that I'm going to say this. I fucking hate I'm going to say this because I hate this guy. Salvo, even he got fucked over by YouTube. I can't believe I'm defending this piece of shit, but because I am fair and I want this community, I want YouTube to be able to be you, even though I fucking hate the guy. There are people on this platform that have been fucked over, destroyed, because YouTube won't talk to the people that they deem problematic. Fuck me. Let's keep going. So right here, now Mori's going to address this part here. I have no idea if this is... I didn't even watch this clip yet. Didn't even watch this clip, so I'm probably going to get a strike. But let's address the second strike first. In the email, they claim a 3-second meme clip at 8:21 in my outro of a guy blowing fire is why I received my second strike, according to Emma, who is part of the YouTube's community outreach team. This video violated our child safety policy.
All right, so I'm just making this short little recording because I got to expose this. I actually got to expose the corruption and the absolute tyranny and unfair balancing of the rules being applied on YouTube. Now, I currently have 3 strikes. My channel's on the verge of deletion because YouTube, I don't have to really explain it. You guys already know. But I just want to address this first video, or the second strike, because the first video I got a strike for that, came back And this is the video that I got a second strike for, my video explaining why I got banned initially. And they said this video was taken down, as you can see highlighted, specifically because it violated their child safety policy. As
Ash, you're going to be okay. Just follow what they want. The thing that you have to worry about is if a copyright strike happens, if a copyright strike happens, just file the appeal. It's not that scary. Just file the appeal. Just file the appeal. Be careful at the 1 minute mark. Don't put in curse words or any sort of crazy bullshit in the first minute. Just don't do it. That's really all you have to focus on, because you're still a small channel. You're growing. Don't put in things about hate speech. Don't do what I did and cut up a Drink Champs fucking clip for Keemstar to fucking react to and put it on your channel and unlist it. Like, hello, JFA. But thank you for the 2. But you don't have to worry about it if you follow that specific aspect. Still make the content that you want to make. Just work within that realm. My issue is that people...
Pancakes in chat. Hi, Chris.
Hello, JFA. But my issue being, and what I'm trying to get at, is that large established creators and even smaller creators get fucked on a constant basis by stupid little things. It doesn't happen all the time. But there has been, as of recent, a systemic issue that has been going down the line, starting from small channels all the way up to the big guys. I'm talking like fucking Corey Kenshin, Nux, fucking, I assume that Critical at one point is going to have this issue. This isn't a doom and gloom conversation. These are the things that I want YouTube to fix. Fix these things, YouTube. Actually take your time to fix it. Yo, what's up, brother Near? What's up? These are the things that you need to fix. Like, actually fix in your life. Again, I need to reiterate. That guy I was talking about earlier, still hate him. Gotta put that out there.
it depicted a harmful or dangerous act involving a minor at the timestamp of 8/21 in that video. And the irony of me getting banned again over a video of me explaining why I got banned the last time is just peak irony. But here's that timestamp right here at the outro of my video at 8:21. This is what they banned me for right here.
Oh God, no. Okay. YouTube, you didn't see that. But you see what we're talking about here? This little outro is what got him knocked out for a meme. From a fucking meme. God damn it. YouTube, it was an accident. Please don't fuck me over. I'm begging you, don't fuck me over. I'm gonna have to clip that part out. But you get what I'm talking about, right? It's literally a half second of a meme taken from Insider Edition that already exists on the platform. And he got fucked. Thank you, Hannah. Let's see here. Now we're seeing... I just want to verify this clip. This is why I should pre-watch clips. Now, as far as the third strike, my anti-bullying video about the Adriana Kutch bullying incident, which sadly pushed her to game end, they say content at timestamp 2:22, which only has the audio of the video already on the platform, violates the child safety policy. I'm not risking it again, but you get what I'm talking about, right? You get what I'm talking about. Right here. The audio, fucking audio, in an anti-bullying video talking about the dangers of bullying and trying to draw attention to the problem of bullying leads to a strike for bullying and harassment or child endangerment. That doesn't make any fucking sense, YouTube. That doesn't make sense, YouTube. I've been subbed to him for a while. No wonder I haven't been seeing his vids on my timeline. No, don't be sorry for the caps. That caught my attention because that makes sense. Do you see that YouTube doesn't shadow ban people? It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. All of it. They do this. It's just how the platform works. It's a fucking mess. They are not doing what they need to do, and they haven't done it for a long fucking time. It showed me, particularly during the Ackman situation, that YouTube doesn't give a flying fuck. It took a mountain of people screaming from the rooftops to even look at certain things and to get YouTube involved. I've been subbed to Mori since 2020. Haven't seen notifications from him despite me having notifications on. See, oh my God. Right there, bro. Like, nobody gets notifications. No, don't be concerned, brother. You should still upload. Don't be afraid. The reason I'm doing this stream is to not scare people. It's to show the things that YouTube needs to fix. And we're going to have a whole conversation about that. So about the insufficient ESDA context, the SDA exceptions, not only do I believe my anti-bullying video did not violate any community guideline policies, but also it clearly falls within YouTube's ESDA exceptions, given how context and info I provided in that video. So he's literally showing all the things he's done. So overall, I've seen 2 back-to-back strikes over a 3-second meme clip and 40 seconds of audio from a video that already exists on one of YouTube's biggest news channels. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense, Mori. It doesn't make sense at all. And he is looking for people to spread awareness and to do that. I really want people to understand that this isn't the end of YouTube, right? This is just a hodgepodge of situations and things that YouTube needs to fix, or at least be more open to working on. That's really it. I'm not saying YouTube is going to die and every commentary channel and YouTuber is going to fucking die. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there are things that need to change. YouTube needs to actually talk to creators that they may have deemed problematic that aren't problematic. There are things that need to change. Realistically, I care about this platform a lot. I make content for you guys as much as I can because I fucking love what I do. I love making content. I believe Katsuki told you to add me after seeing you soon. Really appreciate it. Yeah, of course, brother. We'll talk. The situation being is that we need to have a conversation. It's not like the world's going to end and YouTube's going to go away and all the creators are going to get fucked over constantly. But you need just the simple things are the issue. The simple things are the issue. It's such little things that YouTube are fucking up that lead to such major problems. I had this argument last time where I saw the new CEO of YouTube being like, we're going to talk to creators and we're going to do bigger and better things and blah, 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 blah. I don't believe them. I don't believe these people that are so ad focused, they don't care about the creator and they bullshit their way through with a smile on their face saying they do care about the creator. That's what I'm having an issue with. That's why I'm upset. That's why I want this platform to be better. So Mori, again, 2.2 million subs, and he's effectively shadow banned for 2 weeks or however long the second strike is. It's insanity. It's bullshit. Just like the Nux situation, just like the Actman, just like Brittany Venti, just like Augie, and just like Tommy. Now we're going to get into another issue that YouTube has been having. Now, if you didn't know, I'm actually going to reference back to the original Twitter thread I made. Let's go back all the way. Even though John Swan soft blocked me, it's whatever. He has good tweets. On top of that, even though Linus Tech Tips has been fixed, their channel was hacked, guys. Linus Tech Tips has 15 million subscribers. A massive channel, massive in scope and scale, has been around for over a decade probably. And now, this is happening to him. Now, it's been fixed, like I stated. YouTube needs a better system to work with creators on major issues on the bots or when hacks occur. Now, you're going to say to yourself, Chris, we were talking about strikes. Now we're going into hacks. Yeah, there's a bit of a problem with hacking on YouTube. Linus actually made a video talking about it. We're going to let it roll, and we're going to talk about it as it goes. Thank you for the $5, random Bleach fan. If the TTS works. I would never want to believe in a CEO that had or have interest in NFTs, person face bombing. Yeah, he never really talked about the NFT stuff during any of the interviews I've seen. I've seen people talk about it. I haven't seen it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was like his idea.
I would never want to believe in a CEO that had or have interest in NFTs, person underscore face palming.
Yeah, let me see here. Linus Tech Tips has been around for a long time, and his main channel and all of his subsequent channels were hacked.
This is me racing out of bed for our
Okay, I don't know why they had Linus naked in the beginning of this video, but that's kind of funny.
front row seat to my life's work vanishing before my eyes. Linus Tech Tips, deleted. Tech Linked, toasted. Tech Quickie, gone. The good news is that if you're watching this, we're back online. The bad news is that this kind of attack has become so commonplace on YouTube that when we sat down to prepare this video, it took us less.
Yeah, let's test that. Let's test that. I think you guys have seen this, right? I think Aiden Projects had this, if you're a fan of the RFC community people, right? Let's take a look at... I wonder if Aiden Projects still has a channel. Oh, we got his channel back! Holy shit! Good for him. All right, let's just type in Elon Musk. Let's type in Elon Musk. Where is a live stream of this? I guess I can't find one. But you guys have seen this, where there is a large or small YouTube channel that gets hacked by a team of people that restream Elon Musk content to their channel and changes the channel to a Tesla logo. They change the information to be all Tesla oriented. And all of it is a fucking scam. All of it. It's all a scam. Hijack channels used for crypto scams. It's all a crypto scam. Every single one of these. You've probably seen channels that randomly will just start pushing Kanye West interviews. Those are also crypto scam channels saying that Kanye West is live right now. Donate to him. They're all scams. And Linus had this happen to him. A 15 million sub channel.
Than 10 seconds to find a huge channel that was dealing with exactly the same thing in that moment. Let's talk then about the motive for these attacks, the process changes that we and YouTube need to make, and how we can all work together as a community to educate and protect each other from bad actors. Oh, and to tell you about our sponsor, D-Brand. Oh God, not D-Brand. Today,
they give the Loser Gamer membership
actually, no, they've got
voltage.
something good.
The membership keeps his channel alive. Thank you members.
The fireworks started a little after 3 in the morning when the Linus Tech Tips account was renamed to Tesla and started streaming a podcast-style recording of self-proclaimed techno king Elon Musk discussing cryptocurrency. This in and of itself is not a scam, but the streams linked to a scam website that claimed that for every 1 Bitcoin you sent, they would return double, complete with fake transaction records showing other users definitely getting huge payouts.
Also, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're dumb as fuck to click on a Tesla channel that has 3,000 subs and go in there and pay this guy fucking Bitcoin or these people Bitcoin, you're a dumbass. You're a fucking dipshit. You're a retard. You need to be fucking excommunicated from America. I don't know what to tell you. You should rip your money, bozo. Rip your money. God.
Over the next couple of hours then, we sparred back and forth. First, I privated the streams, revoked the channel stream key, and attempted to reset the account credentials, only to realize, as I was investigating the source of the breach, that I had been completely outmaneuvered. They were back in, and the streams were live again. Okay, so I logged back in, nuked the stream again, and I go to, and they're up again. And now videos are being mass deleted from the channel. Over the next couple of hours, playing login.
You can literally hear the stress coming out of his voice. That's 10 years of work destroyed. 10 years of work, almost 10 years of work just completely fucking ruined by a group of assholes that want to push crypto scams.
Whack-a-mole. The Linus Tech Tips, Tech Linked, and Tech Wiki accounts were each used to host these Elon Musk crypto streams until they were ultimately nuked by YouTube altogether for violating YouTube's terms of service. And I can almost feel your thoughts through the screen right now.
Linus, truly, after all these lectures about two-factor authentication, don't you even protect your own accounts?
Of course I do, but while strong passwords and multi-factor authentication are very powerful security measures that you should use, they're not impenetrable. First up, let's talk 2FA. Not all
And I have seen people be like, wow, is Linus that fucking stupid that his channel got hacked? He didn't have two-factor authentication? No really complicated password? How could this happen? It's really easy. It's really easy to fall for some shit that you're about to listen to.
factors or additional authentication elements are equally secure. The most common second factor, SMS, can be compromised by simple social engineering targeted at your phone carrier. Check out this video that we posted the last time our account was hijacked for more information about that. Another common factor, notification-based multi-factor, is susceptible to fatigue attacks, where a perpetrator will constantly try to log in, hoping that you'll assume, oh, it's probably someone from work, or even just click on the notification by accident. It's very problematic, and I'm looking at you, Google, since you can't disable this factor on Google accounts. Even time-based two-factor, like Google Authenticator or Authy, can be compromised, say if you were to accidentally set it up or access it from an infected device. In spite of all of these issues with two-factor, though, it held the line last night. Our attacker not only never gained access to our additional authentication factors, they never even had our passwords. But how can that be? Well, as it turns out, they didn't need any of that, which is a big part of why it took me so long to clue in and stop the spread. I was so focused on the potential damage that could be done by someone who had commandeered my SMS messages or gained access to my Google Authenticator somehow that I expended valuable time battening down the wrong hatches. If I had watched Theo Joe's recent video on the subject, or at least skimmed the comments, I could have probably stopped the bleeding in a matter of minutes. Shout out Theo Joe. But I didn't, so I got to be educated the hard way about a breed of attacks that bypass trivial things like passwords and 2FA entirely by targeting what's known as a session token. Now, many of you will know this already, and if you do, give yourself a cookie. But after you log into a website and your credentials have been validated, that site will provide your web browser with a session token. This allows your browser, and by extension you, to stay logged in when you restart your browser and go to access that site again. This isn't a bad thing, it's a good thing, because realistically, nobody wants to type in a password every time they want to post instant regret on the internet. But hold on a second. That cookie is stored locally on your device. How would someone else get it? Well, that's where we made a mistake. Someone on our team, and I'm not saying it was Colton, downloaded what appeared to be a sponsorship offer from a potential partner.
This is what makes me nervous as somebody who hopes to gain sponsorships in the future. I actually received an email from a sponsorship pretty recently. I'm not going to say who because I verified that it is valid. I haven't reached out yet because I'm still pretty nervous about it. Still trying to figure out 100%, but I made sure that there was nothing in there that was downloadable, like the Linus thing. On average, these people will reach out with very well-crafted emails with PDF file attachments, and Linus is going to explain further that with these PDF attachments, it will actually download a Trojan horse and malware onto the computer, gain access to everything involving passwords, everything that you have, and just kind of like fuck you out of everything. Get all the information, everything you've done, every website you've been to, all login information. It takes everything. And they're using channel sponsorships to trick YouTubers into doing that.
It was an innocent enough mistake for the most part. The email came from a legitimate-looking source, and it didn't raise any immediate red flags, like being full of grammatical errors. So they extracted the contents, launched what appeared to be a PDF containing the terms of the deal, then, presumably when it didn't work, went about the rest of their day. What happened in the background took place over the course of just 30 seconds. The malware accessed all user data from both of their installed browsers, Chrome and Edge, including everything from locally saved passwords to cookies to browser preferences, giving them effectively an exact copy of those browsers on the target machine that they could export, including, that's right, session tokens for every logged in website. Now, no one should unzip an email attachment. File extensions should always be double-checked when you are executing anything, and any file that doesn't do what you expect should raise immediate red flags. But then, on the flip side, I can hardly blame a sales rep or a video editor or someone in accounting for not being up on the latest in cybercrime. And I also believe that in a healthy organization, actually rolls up the hill rather than down. So there's not going to be any disciplinary actions because the simple truth is that if we had more rigorous training for our newcomers and better processes for following up notifications from our site-wide anti-malware, this could have been easily avoided.
It's that easy nowadays to do that. these channels that get overtaken are assuming, hey, I got a sponsorship, I'm monetized, like I'm getting like over 1,000 views a video, there's a chance that somebody wants to give me some money so I can do this full time, or like a couple $100 to $1,000, that'll help me out with my rent or payments or whatever. And they use that program to get into the computer, take over the channel, and destroy the years of work, months of work, days of work that people have done because they want a quick fucking buck. Now, you're saying to yourself, Chris, you're going over a scam from people that are trying to attempt these scams. Where does YouTube fit into this? Just wait.
As for why it took so long for us to lock down the account once we knew what was going on, that's another training issue, but this time it was my training. We use a system for our YouTube channels called Content Manager, which theoretically improves security by allowing us to dole out specific channel access roles to our various team members, rather than just sharing the main account credentials with everyone who needs to access it. This made the process of determining the attack vector way more complicated. You can think of it kind of like replacing your one giant vault door with 20 smaller doors, any one of which realistically still gets you into the vault. Now, in a perfect world, these smaller doors should have been restricted with less access than we configured, but hindsight is 2020, or at least I hope it is. The bottom line is that our disaster response processes need to improve, because I realized at 3 whatever in the morning, shout out Steve from Gamers Nexus for the wake up call, by the way, that I actually didn't know how to reset the passwords and the access control across all of these channels in Channel Manager. And that is not the sort of thing that you want to be troubleshooting butt naked in the wee hours of the morning in the middle of a crisis.
I need to stop seeing Linus naked. Why do I have to see Linus naked so many times? My job has been pushing learning videos about cyber attacks. It's rather scary. People I know at work who are 50 plus years old fail their little tests after the video is over in a cyber attack. Yeah, that's awful.
In fairness to me, the way that Google handles the intermingling of all their services is not the most intuitive, and both Yvonne and I experienced numerous glitches and timeouts that prevented us from effectively using these tools, even once we did figure out how to use them. Which leads us nicely then into the next part of our discussion. I've owned what I did wrong, and now it's time to talk about Google.
Here we go.
To their credit, I heard back that someone was aware and working on it at the highest levels within about half an hour of reaching out to my YouTube rep. And they have seemingly improved their internal tools for managing this sort of thing a lot since the last time around. They've got forms you can fill out, and the partner reps that we've worked with seem to genuinely care. Shout out MC, I'm so sorry to spoil your spa day. However, this entire process has been pretty opaque. Other than we're aware and working on it, the internal team doesn't seem to even be allowed to communicate with creators directly.
That is the issue. That is another significant issue. The internal team and YouTube Live and all these concepts and ways that you can contact YouTube, none of them actually do anything. They don't do shit. An example, when my channel got struck, I reached out to YouTube creator team. I went to the live chat. I tried tagging them. I tried doing everything. And they just kept saying, oh, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're working on it. We're working on it. Never got back to me. Strike's still on my channel for something that I did as a mistake, not even purposely. Augie had to deal with that for fucking days, arguing with YouTube. I'm pretty sure at one point Keem's probably had to deal with that, even though he has a partner manager. Larger channels have had to go through YouTube Live or their partner managers, and nothing gets done. They're not allowed to explain shit. It's just like, we are aware of the situation. It's the same exact shit that they say at Team YouTube on Twitter. The only way to get shit done, realistically, is to bitch on Twitter and get thousands of people to support you to force YouTube to actually overturn something poor. If you want to do it the other way, you have to deal with hours of mundane responses. Fucking dane responses that don't get you anywhere. And that is YouTube's issue. It doesn't get you anywhere. They don't have anything set up. Half of these people either work at a cubicle and don't actually care and have to give limited responses based on what they're allowed to say, versus actually having somebody you could talk to and say, okay, let's look at the channel together. You know, let me host your computer. Let's take a look, see what's going on. Okay, here's the video. Let's watch it together. Okay, cool, you're good. Like, I understand you can't do that for everything, but that's like, it just shocks me that there hasn't been a change in YouTube's system for years.
I mean, I get it. Security aside, idiot users probably won't have anything to contribute to their investigation. They figured out that the attack came from one of our non-video production teams pretty quickly and then actually banned that Google Workspace account almost immediately. I mean, realistically, idiot users could just slow them down, but even a quick, hey, I know you're stressed, here's what's going on, and here's how we can keep this from spreading, would almost certainly have calmed my nerves and saved all of us some work by keeping TechLinked and TechQuickie in our hands. And another big problem is that this approach, one-on-one, only benefits larger channels like ours.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few people, rightly, express some resentment that we were able to get this resolved so quickly when their favorite niche creator X or Y struggled with it for an extended period of time.
Months.
Even never got it fully resolved.
Some people get it
So
for
it's clear
months.
There are some changes that need to be made, and here are a few of them in no particular order. We need greater security options for key channel attributes. I mean, how can you change the name of a channel without having to re-enter your password and your two-factor? What about resetting a stream key? Same deal in my opinion. And this is just one of the ways that the impact of a session hijacking can be limited. Rate limiting is also widely used in API access to services like YouTube. For example, Google will only process a certain number of comment moderation actions per day through their API. Well, I could see implementing something similar, even if you are directly accessing the service, but then rather than limit it outright, it could prompt for authentication. To be clear, I'm not saying every time you delete a video it should ask for your password, but say if you were trying to delete 10 or 100 or 1,000 videos at a time, a little, "Are you sure about that? Are you actually you?" would probably be in order. The funny thing is that none of that stuff would even be necessary with proper security policies on session tokens. The bare minimum would be time-based expiry. You know how when you boot up an old smartphone, all your accounts are usually logged out? Session expiry. But many sites also factor in other attributes, like location. So if you were to suddenly try to access a site or service from Antarctica, you should be prompted to log in again. These measures are very common on high-risk websites, like online banking. I'm not saying banks are model citizens when it comes to login security, but they do usually invalidate sessions in a matter of minutes.
But you do see what I'm trying to get across, right? YouTube did not give Linus what he was looking for. YouTube just said, we're working on it. We're working on it. Keep stressing yourself out. We're working on it. But because Linus is such a large creator, that got fixed in a day. And Linus is a non-problematic creator in YouTube's eyes versus Tommy, Augie, Brittany Venti, the Act Man, Nux, Mori, all these people. All of these people do not have issues at all. Zero. Then we have the last situation, Drew. Now, Drew is sharing, is a friend of the channel. You know, he pops in and out when he can. He's a very busy guy, but I talked to Drew. Drew's a very nice guy. He let me know immediately what was going on with him, why he hasn't been around. God, he got like fucking mugged in Spain and shit. And then after getting mugged in Spain, he comes back to YouTube, not only age restricting one of his videos. After he appealed, the video got a strike, took the video down for promoting cocaine and meth. If you don't know anything about Drew, he is a weed channel. Weed. Only weed. The man does weed-related content. That is it. That is it. He puts the reply in, the bot fucked up. Somebody goes, okay, we'll take a look at it. Decides, demonetizes his entire fucking channel. Across the board. I'm going to let Drew take it here.
We very far behind it, but that's okay. Also, my entire YouTube channel got demonetized, so I've just lost myself like $4,000 a month. Well, anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 a month. It sort of depends. It never is more. It's never more than $4,000. It's never less than $1,000. But my YouTube channel just got demonetized, so I'm losing anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 a month. So if you guys want to hit me with a sub or like support on Patreon or whatever, that'd be cool. How come they did that? You want to know why they did it? Because I inquired about them falsely age restricting one of my
Always
videos.
bringing the fire, my G.
They then came back to me and said, no, the age restriction's in place because, and it's actually right, the age restriction's in place and it's right, and it's because you showed how to make drugs such as heroin and cocaine.
The man is a weed channel, YouTube. Do you know what weed is? Compared to meth and cocaine and heroin, it's not the same. I don't think in all the time that I have known Drew, and if I've watched his content on the side, I've ever seen Drew promote heroin or cocaine before, or how to make it. I don't even know what the fuck you're smoking, YouTube. This, again, relates to my point that YouTube has a problem with their bots and with the people running the moderation team and people that are running the internal YouTube team. There is no conversation. There's no information. There's absolutely fucking nothing that YouTube has been doing right for a lot of fucking channels.
I didn't do that in the video. That's the whole reason why I'm trying to appeal it, because that doesn't happen in the video. And then they came back and said, no, that does happen in the video. When the fuck does that happen in my video? And then not only that, so they came back with that. So I came back with another appeal and I said, bro, that doesn't happen. Like, contact the internal team. Blah, blah, blah. You know what the internal team came back with? They demonetized my entire channel for the same reason. The reason on my thing saying that my channel is demonetized is because of videos about heroin and cocaine. But what?
That makes no fucking sense. Excuse me. At all. Not on any platform, not on any fucking earth. You can be the biggest dipshit ever working a job, right? You could be a fucking dumbass. You could be the worst fucking worker of all time. But you can't fuck up as much as the internal team member did at Team YouTube for Drew's channel. Nobody can fuck up harder than that guy. That guy is a fucking idiot. You, to the YouTube rep that did this, you're an asshole. You're going by what the bot said because you're too fucking lazy to do your job. You're ridiculous. Now I'm poking the bear here. To the internal YouTube team member that fucked Drew over, you're an idiot. Review his channel again. My God. What else do we have here? I think I Am a Jerk is also losing his channel. What was this about again? I forgot. Somebody in my Discord told me about it. I don't know a lot about this, if I'm being perfectly honest. They sent it to me. Off top of it, I Am a Jerk that goes over Reddit stories is being deleted in the next 10 days due to fake strikes on original music usage. Kicker is that they have not once used music in any of their vids. So wait a minute. So YouTube, according to the person that told me about this, is removing this channel because of false copyright strikes and claims for using music that they don't even use in the videos.
Entire channel will probably be deleted in the next few days, and it's not something that's in my control. It's not something that I want to happen. It's just the result of a very depressing situation that I'll try and explain right now. So please do listen to this whole thing so you understand. And before I even get started, please help us share this to Team YouTube via the link down below. So here's what's happening. We are being striked for using music when we have never once used music in any of our videos. Let me repeat that. We have accumulated enough strikes to not only prevent us from uploading on Am I the Genius, but to have both channels terminated because of fake strikes that are based on us using music when we have never used music. It sounds ridiculous even saying it out loud. YouTube's copyright strike system is being weaponized and abused. I have done everything I possibly can to fix this the way that I've been told, but nothing has helped so far. And I didn't want to make this into a video or bring this up because it's kind of like handing a weapon to random trolls in the world, but it's gone to the point where I feel like I have no other options. Apparently, when you go to strike someone on YouTube, there's an option to claim that you are striking them for an original song, and this requires no burden of proof whatsoever. It makes the channel that you're striking guilty until proven innocent. That's a position that we're in right now. And if
I can't. I feel horrible for this guy. I can't. Okay. YouTube. I'm getting frustrated by this fucking live stream, if I'm being honest. YouTube. I need you to know something. Seriously. Like, we're just going to have a heart-to-heart real quick, YouTube. Stop doing this. Stop fucking with channels that don't deserve to be struck. Fix the spam bots in the comment sections. That's another thing I completely forgot to touch on. The Mr. Beast fucking spam bots. That's great. I'm also seeing them on Review Tech USA's channel. Then there is the situation with false copyright claims on music that have been gifted to people, and that people are abusing that and trolling that channel or trying to take it down. Fix that. Fix the copyright tool so that people have more of a punishment if they abuse that tool, aka Brent Rivera and Quantum TV. Make sure that you actually stand by your statements that you will delete their channel if they're abusing the tool. Let's see here. What's the next thing? For Mori, you need to take down, you need to strike Insider Edition now too, because you fucked Mori when Mori did all the things right to censor that information that you were talking about, and for a meme clip. So please, YouTube, go strike Inside Edition now, because you got to hold yourself to the same standards like you did with the Corey Kenshin thing that you fucked up. Stop shadow banning people and then saying we don't shadow ban. Make sure you fix that, because it's getting really fucking old to have that conversation. Remove the strike on Neo Augie. Leave Tommy C alone. Reinstate the channels that you've screwed over. The CEO of YouTube that's looking to speak to more creators. Actually speak to the creators that you may have an issue with or don't really know much, but the system determined them to be bad. Maybe meet those people that are large creators and stop fucking them. Man, what else? Oh, here's another thing. If somebody gets a strike on the channel, when you have the self-report feature for monetization, maybe not assume that every single video that they're going to put out is going to be like the one that you struck, and then forcing them to wait 4 to 5 business days for the bot to go through just to get full ads when they're trying to do daily uploaded content. That's another one. There are so many things that need to be fixed on YouTube. I can't list them all, but it can start small. Talk to the creators that you have an issue with. Get to know them. See what they're all about. Stop fucking around on that. Make sure notifications go out to people. And actually, when somebody hits the bell, which I highly recommend you like the stream and put notifications on, because I go live pretty randomly. It really depends. Or a video will be put out. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Because YouTube apparently doesn't send my notifications out. I've talked to people and nobody fucking gets them. What else? That's like the small things. That's like small things, YouTube. Small. I'm not even asking for anything big. Just those, man. Just those. Don't punish a channel in its entirety for having one strike on their channel, a warning. Don't ruin their analytics for one warning that is on a video that isn't even on the channel anymore or has been fixed to your standards. Don't fuck over the entire channel for that. Stop lying to creators that say, you have an issue with me, talk to me, and they're like, there's no such thing as shadow banning. Stop lying. Oh. Stop. YouTube, this is a great platform. You have an amazing thing here. For years, you guys have cornered the market on content creation. Hundreds of thousands of creators, millions of creators are on this platform for fun, for a job, or just to fuck around. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Unless we are blatantly breaking the TOS or abusing the copyright tool, leave us alone. Stop talking and start doing. Fix it. Thank you all for watching. I'm exhausted. I want to say thank you to the new members. Thank you, Karma and Soul Vessel, for the gifted. Voltage Mike for the new membership. The people that have donated these streams mean a lot to me, and you guys donating is awesome. Again, Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I do want to give you a heads up what we will be doing tomorrow. If you're interested, I have not entered into the debate sphere yet. I haven't done it. I haven't entered the Destiny sphere of shit just yet outside of making fun of Sneeko. We're going to go over tomorrow in full the Mr. Girl doc on Destiny. I am very excited about that. It's schizophrenically long. We will be enjoying that, like a good lolcow session, so make sure you keep on notifications for that. Thank you, Soul Vessel 07s for Soul Vessel for 10 more gifted memberships. The memberships is what keeps this channel alive. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow, we are going to go live at 6 p.m. EST, and we are going to make fun of Mr. Girl and his schizophrenic article on one of the largest streamers in the politics community. I know Xylie's going to be going over that tonight, so go shoot her over some love. And then make sure you stick around tomorrow because we're going to have a lot of fun reading that article. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the donations. I'll see you guys next time.